Nothing makes you feel a connection like when a character goes through a major conflict or struggle. For Naruto, the pain arc was the first time the main character actually was pushed to a real breaking point. Yes, the Sasuke situation was a major impact for him, and pretty much the goal of the Naruto in Shippuden. However, no character has broken and had Naruto question himself like Pain did. And to be honest, he didn't really have that great of an answer to Pain's questions besides just believe me, bro. This fight and really the whole Pain invasion arc had it all, and to me it's pretty much the peak of the series. With all that being said, I'm your host Liquid Zero, and welcome to another episode of Analyzing These Animes. Today we're going to be talking about Naruto vs. Pain and why it's better than you remember. Before Naruto arrives, Pain nukes the village after Tsunade had pissed him off with her rebuttals in their conversation. Something to note here, after the chaotic Shinra Tensei, Pain was pretty much drained, and we know he couldn't use his normal Shinra Tensei for quite a bit of time. He also fought the entire village with different bodies using up more and more chakra. Sakura screams out and the boy Naruto shows up. The first thing he notices is that Konoha is unrecognizable. The Toads point out that there was only one person who could have done this. Well, technically 6, but they're referencing Pain. Pain has a quick chat with Conan, and she is wondering why is he going this far. He answers that this is his justice, and Conan even backs up my statement about him being pretty well drained here because she states that the other Pain bodies are not healing as fast as they normally do. Something to note, and I know it's pretty simple, but Naruto actually shows up in Sage Mode already, which is very important because at this point his Sage Mode, despite being perfect, runs out way too fast, which is partially due to Kurama, but the key is in the details. And we do know Naruto isn't the smartest, so I think he deserves some praise here. Also for having clones on standby at the Mount Milbyoku, so he can enter Sage Mode again once the time limit runs out. You can see how important this is because of the struggle Jiraiya had when he fought Pain the first time. He had to buy time by running through the sewer system until he built enough chakra, nature energy, with Ma and Pa to finally be able to fight Pain. Now, finally, all 6 Pains enter the fray, and Pain lectures Tsunade about what it's like to finally feel pain, which he is wrong, as Tsunade had overcome her own pain over the years, including her boyfriend and her brother, and also recently losing Jiraiya. But I think the greater meaning behind his words is, have you experienced enough pain yet to come to the same radical decisions that I have that we need to drastically change the current system? The mech Pain flies at Tsunade and tries to impale her, but Naruto saves the day by savagely crushing it, showing the viewer just how strong he has become. You have to remember that this was the same Pain that was giving Kakashi and Konoha hell just a few minutes ago. So something I was thinking about was Naruto's emotional state during this event. Like even just the start of the fight had to be insanely mentally taxing for him because he doesn't know who's even just injured at this point and not dead or on life support. There are bodies everywhere, with some being dead, including his original teacher Kakashi. Tsunade notices before she passes out that she sees Minato and Jiraiya with Naruto in the middle, which is clearly symbolic of the torch being passed from masters to his students, and later we obviously learn father and son. Mainly the Rasengan being the 4th jutsu that he taught Jiraiya, and through that jutsu Minato's bond and love was given to his son. Following this, we get the first stare down between Naruto and Pain. We get noted that Pain's Shinra Tensei is not usable for the time being since he clearly exerted himself nuking the village. And like I said before about Naruto's mental stack, he even states now that with Sage Mode he can feel everyone's emotions. He asks about Kakashi and pretty much get confirmation that he's gone. To be honest, I think Naruto is jacked up both emotionally and mentally, and he's probably just hiding it until he can't anymore, aka when the 6 Tails comes out. Tsunade gets out of there and then the fight actually begins. The animal path sends the rhino at Naruto, and we get another glimpse into just how strong Naruto has become, which we clearly see it as he grabs his horn and flips it across the battlefield. 2 more Rinnegan summons come, and Ma and Pa attack them with the frog song to freeze them in place. Naruto hits them with the giant Rasengans and send them flying. It's also pretty crazy how fast Naruto adapted to his new teammates. That could be chalked up to the frog Kumite he learned while he was training at the Mount Milbyoku. The summons continue to go at each other, and Katsu briefs Naruto a bit on how the Pain bodies work so that he doesn't waste a lot of chakra. Pain comments on Naruto's achievement of Sage Mode, which he previously encountered obviously with Jiraiya, and I wouldn't be surprised if he knew about it in general because of the dealing with Orochimaru for so long while he was in the Akatsuki. Pain informs him that he was a student of Jiraiya, which to me just is a head game just being used to tilt Naruto. Pain knows the more he gets into Naruto's head, the likely chance of a mistake happening is increasing. Naruto fires a Rasen Shuriken, which you can tell that Pain prioritizes certain bodies as he allows the human path to be hit since the animal path wasn't fast enough to move, which never really made sense to why one would be slower than the other to me. I would think the puppet bodies are irrelevant, but maybe it's more about Nagato's focus at the time. Naruto and the frogs use some deductive reasoning on which pain to target next, as he knows his sage mode is running out. The animal path is the most problematic because the summons are stopping him from receiving more help from the frogs versus the actual bodies. Naruto hasn't seen the King of Hell's ability at this point, so he didn't know that was actually the most important one. The animal path eventually gets taken out with a combo attack with the frogs. Naruto's sage mode runs out and Pain was already noticing the sage chakra leaving him. Pain comes at Naruto, noting his chance to strike. Naruto tells the big frogs to get back as he's gonna attempt to go back into sage mode and fire another Rasen Shuriken. Pain almost hits him with a rod, but Naruto recovers sage mode in time to tank the attack and break the rod. Naruto fires a Rasen Shuriken, and the Predator path absorbs the jutsu, which this path was previously killed, but to Naruto's surprise he's back, which caused him to finally figure out that the Naraka path is the second most important one compared to Tendo. Naruto fires a fake out Rasen Shuriken clone at the Predator path, which he absorbs, but it just poofs like a clone. Naruto spears him and then fires a real Rasen Shuriken, but it gets saved by Tendo. And then boom, Naruto comes from behind and hitting his real target, which is the King of Hell, aka Naraka path. The most impressive part of this is that he actually covered the Predator path's eyes after he speared it, so that Nagato couldn't see the clone coming from above. After this, the Toads attempt to snuff Pain out, but they get sent back flying with the Shinra Tensei. Katsuya and Naruto discuss the jutsu and specifically how devastating it is and the time interval it takes for it to recover, which is stated to be 5 seconds for normal use, not including the nuke version. As they try and come up with a plan, Paul states that the only way is genjutsu, and then Naruto says he has none, which is still hilarious to me that he literally can't use any genjutsu, but I guess it was a way to differentiate him from the genius of Sasuke, being able to perform so many jutsus, but Naruto really only specializing in a couple. So at this point, all the pains are down but Tendo and the Predator path. They're trying to strategize the clone situation for Naruto because he's limited, because he needs to concentrate for the sage energy gathering as well. Nagato comments that this is the furthest that Pain has ever been pushed, which I don't know if it just means that the body's destroyed or if it's just the King of Hell being killed, because he could technically revive all the bodies every time, so I don't know. Naruto gets caught from behind by the Predator path and he starts sucking out his sage chakra. This is smart from Nagato simply because he doesn't have to wait till it runs out to hurt Naruto and run the risk of getting Tendo damaged in the process. Unfortunately for him, absorbing sage chakra, if you aren't experiencing it, results in a mutation of turning into something else, in this case specifically a frog, which is crazy improvisation of Naruto's skill and shows how much smarter tactically he has become as a ninja since we were first introduced to him as just a bratty kid in part 1. Katsuya explains that Pain is one puppet master controlling the 6, and now he can concentrate on one, so basically the real battle is about to begin. Pain then pulls Pa to him and stabs him so that he doesn't have to deal with the frog song anymore. He flings Pa's dead body at Naruto to stop him from running up to him. He then pulls Naruto to him and then choke slams him. Now I don't think that Bansho Tenin and Shinra Tensei are on the same time interval, but it is interesting. He waits a few seconds before pulling Naruto in to choke slam him. So maybe the pull has a time interval as well. Naruto gets pinned down and basically frozen in place because of the chakra rod's power, which is basically channeling Nagato's chakra into his body and frees him in place, which we know has the ability to tame tailed beasts. Naruto and Pain start to have basically this most important conversation of the series to date, and that is the philosophical conversation on what to do in a world embroiled in conflict that consistently created quote-unquote monsters like Pain. Naruto basically doesn't have a good answer to Pain's statements. The village system essentially functions where certain nations sit on top while others feed on the scraps, either to go on dummy missions or end up on battlegrounds for the bigger nations for profit. Naruto's answer is just that he will bring peace, but he has never actually thought about what this even meant. He just said that he would do it over and over and over again. No, Naruto isn't the most political or super deep themed anime, but this was very well done by Kishimoto to actually challenge the main character outside of just fighting. Because even if he beat Pain right then and there, with the current system, there will always be another war because of some reason or another, and there will always be another winner and a loser. Pain gives his solution of the Biju weapon, which essentially is a nuke that would be eventually used as a deterrent of war after it is exercised a couple of times. Then Hinata comes in to bail him out of jail, but she gets bodied and then the Six Tails comes out. The anime went berserk with the animation from this back in the day. It was a split in the fan base to say the least, but I don't remember hating it too much. But the most important part of this is that Pain expends a very large amount of chakra and that he had to use Chibaku Tensei to partially seal the Six Tails. Also, he damn near killed himself doing it. We get the father-son moment as the 8-tail QB is emerging and then Naruto pops out, and unfortunately for Pain, he is pretty much healed and received all his chakra back. Pain is wondering what happened as Naruto has regained some resolve, because let's be honest, if Hinata hadn't gotten put on display and looked like she was killed, Naruto mentally was gone. He was about to be captured and stuffed into the ghetto statue. Naruto mentally was completely drained and gone at the time. To be honest, I wish that this was explored more, his mental state at the time, because clearly if Hinata was not killed, Naruto may have actually started to side with Pain. And by that I don't mean the acts that Pain did, but more so the solution, because Naruto has no solution. He just wants to take the current world and be Hokage. But what Pain is saying is that the current world does not work. So allow another way, another perspective to try and fix it, to see if you can get a different outcome. Pain tries to get back into Naruto's head about Sasuke, but Naruto ignores him. It tells him he wants to talk to the real Pain, aka Nagato. Pain ignores that part, and they go head up again, with Naruto getting the best of him so that he can take a piece of a chakra rod from Pain. He stabs himself to see where the signal is coming from. It's funny though, the only reason he knows how this works is because Pain used a rod to subdue him earlier. Naruto charges a Rasen Shuriken and throws a smoke bomb. He tosses the Rasen Shuriken, but Pain Shinra saves it away. However, it's a clone, so Nagato knows he still has 2 left. Naruto knows he has a chance now in the 5-second interval, so he sends a clone to grab him, but Pain takes them out. Naruto launches a Rasen Shuriken from its shadows, but Pain barely dodges it. Pain notes he's out of Sage mode now, and they start yelling at each other about their resolve, with Pain telling Naruto to give up, and Naruto responds to give up on having him give up. Then Pain just stands there as Naruto miraculously throws himself at Pain with the already charged Rasengan and defeats him. To finish this off, Naruto and Nagato finally meet in person, and I won't talk about this part too much because Naruto really doesn't have an answer besides just believe me, bro. But the story is still called Naruto, and he can't stop at the midway point. Nagato tells him about what happened to their group, and Naruto shows him the book Jiraiya wrote, and the main character is based on Nagato. They go into their feelings, and then Nagato casts Rin Tensei and brings back all the people he killed in Konoha, and we pretty much get the good ending of Naruto. But we know it goes on after that, but yeah. I always said this could have been the end of the series when I was younger. Okay, I have some opinions about this fight, and even back in the day with how it ended. Realistically, if Tendo went head up against Sage Naruto from the beginning, he could have just killed him. Naruto at no point was stronger than Pain. There's always the condition of needing to capture the Nine Tails as the main issue. Naruto literally has every possible tactical advantage in this fight, with Pain just having nuked the village, and he essentially still lost until the Nine Tails came out. Also, Nagato has a personal axe to grind with Naruto, which ultimately ends up being missteps. And I'm mainly talking about the Hinata part, where it appears that she gets killed in front of Naruto. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. Like, do you really think that Naruto was ever at any point better than Pain? Besides the Nine Tails. The Nine Tails is a whole different beast, right? If they fought from the very beginning, Tendo versus Sage Naruto, who would have really won? With intent to kill on both ends. After that little sidebar, I'll finish off the video basically. The impact of the Pain battle was one that Naruto needed more than anything. He has never been pushed this far, and he essentially was able to answer a hard question that no one has ever asked him, aka what the hell is he gonna do as Hokage to stop the cycle of war in the ninja world? Which would probably be one of the first things he would have to do in that position. And yeah, that's it. Please like the video and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you on the next one. Liquid Zero out.